lot has changed since that last video, but unemployment has its perks. We're now 3,200 miles away in Florida on the Atlantic coast, and we heard that there's some tarpon and some snook that are biting down in the Fort Pierce Inlet. So we're gonna go check it out. Tarpon's definitely a bucket list fish for me, so we'll see what we can do. Got here and it's seriously an amazing day. Already a lot of people fishing out there along that jetty, but I'm seeing a few fish roll right in the surf, like right close. So we'll see if we can get one to bite. Even though we saw quite a few fish rolling close, we're starting out with a 9-foot rod just in case we see something bigger off in the distance. So we'll see if we can reach them. Throwing the Daiwa SP minnow, but I changed out all the hardware to single hooks. Been wanting to try that out for a while, just never have, so we'll give it a go. Came here on vacation a couple years ago and actually caught my first snook on one of these. This is a live target threadfin. Had some issues with some fish popping off. I'm assuming that's because of this big old weed guard fin there. But we'll try it as it is for now, and if it doesn't work, we'll cut that off. The live target was riding just a little high in the water column and catching some weeds and not really casting as far as I wanted to. So switched to a standard silver spoon. We'll see if I can launch that a little farther. The answer is yes, cast a lot farther. Probably can't see it on the video, but probably a 80 to 100 yards. Seems like the farther I walk from the jetty, the fewer fish I'm seeing, so we're heading back that direction just to see what's going on over there, and maybe we can see somebody else hook a fish and figure out what to do. It is cool to see though that it's Saturday and probably one of the more popular beaches in the area, at least I think it is, and I've got a lot of beach to myself. Can't complain at all. We're at the inlet now. Still got the big surf set up in my hand, but we'll take a couple casts and probably switch out to something a little lighter. Maybe imitate some of these little bait fish that are swimming around down here. We went and grabbed the lighter setup. Gonna bounce some shrimp and some little swim baits around these rocks and see what we can't drag up. See the manatee coming in? So I decided to escape the crowds a little bit and come down to Bathtub Reef, and as you can see, the reef itself is crawling with people, completely full. It took me like 10 minutes to find a spot in the parking lot, but turn around, you can see that this side of the beach is completely empty, and it looks like I probably have half to 3/4 of a mile of just beach of my own to fish, and we'll see what we can find. Probably gonna eat some sandwich, recover a little bit, and try and find something. Saw a redfish cruising in front of me. Throw a little spoon, see what happens. That's something follow, but it wasn't the bigger red I saw. The fishing hasn't been great. It is cool to see these. All these along the beach here are sea turtle nests, and they guard them so people don't step in them or dig in them or anything. So, pretty cool. Tell I came back to the original spot I was at, and local guy I was talking to when I was first here said he caught about 15 while I was gone, but he thought the key is to downsize. And what he was doing is cutting the tails off these little flukes and imitating the size of the bait fish that's out there. So he gave me one and I'm gonna give it a try. We'll see. it looks like we've gotten a few people catching fish now. And a few manatees coming to check things out too. There we go. First fish in Florida. He actually spiked me with his fin or something. I guess I gotta pay a little more attention to these fish I knew nothing about. Alright, we got another one. Guess I didn't get it recorded, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Can't complain. What do we got now? I guess this is called a moonfish. How cool is that? Some angles he just disappears. That's so cool. Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to flip the hook over. There he goes. Another local was kind enough to give me a lure. Good old-fashioned crappie jig. Can't stop catching fish. He's got some energy. If you know what that is, you have to let me know in the comments. I lined it a lot. We'll see. Got a snook on. We'll see here. Might be all right. There we go. Yeah, I can't complain at all about that. Alright, we're hooked up again. Another snook. This one's a little bigger.
time?
Yeah. Definitely the biggest snook I've ever hooked.
That's about one.
Now we're talking. Ah! There we go. Oh man. Thanks.
What
The secret bait. This guy's got theory, that's for sure.
Let me get a picture and then I'll send it to you.
Perfect. Definitely the biggest one I've ever caught. I love it. Gosh, what a fish. There he goes. Craziness. We thought I'd be crappie fishing in Florida. What's that?
You're gonna go home, aren't
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, that was certainly quite a day. We started out really slow, and it stayed really slow for most of the day, but the very end there, got some local help and made it a pretty good day. Awesome fish, a lot of fun. Looking forward to doing it again.